Welcome back to downtown Los Angeles, just outside the Staples Center. Fans making their way into the arena tonight, joined alongside Gord Cutler, Paul Graham, Dan Gladman, and Forbes Finn Robertson. A doubleheader today. Earlier today, I caught the Warriors-Clippers game, won by the Clippers. Big afternoon for Chris Kamen and Elton Brand, and tonight it's the Lakers' turn. Leo?
In the backcourt for Toronto, Mo Peterson, Mike James against Smush Parker, and Kobe Bryant. We've talked all about Kobe Bryant, what he's capable of doing, leading the NBA in scoring at just under 35 a game. Up front, Jalen Rose getting another start. Matt Bonner in the middle. Chris Bosh against Lamar Odom, Kwame Brown, and Chris Min.
So there you have the starting lineups for the Raptors and the Lakers. And let's take a look at our IBM winning strategies.
Okay, Chuck, taking a peek at the winning strategies, what the Raptors have to do to win this ballgame. Team effort on the glass. In the last meeting, the Lakers out-rebounded the Raptors by 15. An extra pass is the key. Toronto 9-5 when they have as many or more assists than their opponents, and keep Kobe off the free throw line. He's a tough guy to deal with, but he gets to the line close to 11 times a game, and you want to keep him off the free throw line, make him shoot contested jump shots all night.
That's right. What's amazing, what's going on, as Sam Mitchell, the head coach of the Raptors, he'd love to steal the game here in Los Angeles to set up tomorrow's encounter against the Denver Ball Club. Nuggets won today on the road in San Antonio.
The Nuggets playing good ball, especially Carmelo Anthony, Chuck.
Yep, big time. And the head coach of the Lakers is Phil Jackson. 9 championship rings, 6 with the Bulls. 10th on the all-time win list. His 15th season as a head coach, and 6th with the Lakers organization. As you know, he had a sabbatical for a year.
Well, a lot of people thought, very surprised when Kobe Bryant accepted the return of Phil Jackson, and he did so with open arms, realizing the value of Phil Jackson. Maybe the best thing for their relationship was for Phil Jackson to step away and for Kobe to realize just how good a coach he really is.
Kobe Bryant, he has scored 88 points in the last 2 games in both losses. 88 points and you lose.
Chuck, he's put up huge numbers, but so is this guy right here, Chris Bosh. Franchise record 17 straight free throws against the Seattle Supersonics. And Chuck, he was just dominant in the fourth quarter of that ball game. He wanted the ball, he got the ball, and he made things happen.
And Jalen Rose, he has been on fire for the Raptors, to say the least. He's averaging 10 free throw attempts over the past 4 games, and close to 25 per game in the last 4 as well.
Well, even Chris Bosh admits it gives the Raptors another post presence, having Jalen Rose a swingman in the ball game, because he loves to play with his back to the basket and take advantage of opponents down low.
So we are ready to rock and roll here at the Staples with Raptors and the Lakers. Lakers won in Toronto on December the 7th, 102-91. Mike James, with a dribble over the timeline, he'll set it up for Bosh at the foul line. They give him space with Min. A pump. Bonner from the elbow. 3-ball. Nope. Rebound Odom. Tell me about Odom for a moment.
Well, Lamar Odom, Chuck, he's a stat stuffer. This guy plays the game in every level. He rebounds, he passes, he shoots the basketball, he can take it to the bucket. I really like his game. I think he is one of the keys to this Laker team, undoubtedly.
He has an outside-inside game. Very dangerous. Parker. Nope. Rebounded by Chris.
And Lamar Odom's unselfish to a fault, Chuck. Sometimes he just sits back and lets things happen on the floor as opposed to just being the aggressor, because I think he can absolutely dominate games when he chooses to.
Now, can you attack the Lakers' interior defense?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Chris Wim or Kwame Brown, neither one of these guys are a force defensively. That's a careless turnover by the Raptors.
Yep. Behind the back pass by Rose leads to a layup by Parker.
But getting back to what you're saying, there's definitely some size on this Laker team, but not dominant inside.
Our first quarter brought to you by the fine folks from Ford, games since day one. Here's Peterson slashing, and his pass. It bounces off a Laker foot, and it'll be Toronto ball with 14 on the clock.
Well, Sam Mitchell knows how important it is to take care of the basketball. Prior to the Seattle game, the previous 2 road games, the Raptors gave up 50 points off of turnovers, Chuck. Against the Sonics, only 10.
Peterson with a pull-up. That ties the ball game at 2 apiece. Mo Peterson, he's shooting less than 40% on the trip, but didn't get him going early tonight.
Yeah, he's very important for Toronto's decisions he's been making. since the Raptors' turnaround has been very, very critical to the Raptors' success. He's been playing good basketball, getting the ball to the right people, making shots, taking good shots, and of course, he always gives you that great defensive effort.
Kwame Brown came over in a sign and trade. He was the first high school player ever taken #1 in the draft. Played high school ball in the state of Georgia. Came out to L.A., went out and immediately bought a $3.6 million mansion with a view of Malibu.
Because he can.
Because he can, that's right. So the matchup, you've got Parker guarding James and Brown checking Bonner out in front. This is Bryant playing defense against Peterson. They go underneath the Bosch, work it on Mim. I like this matchup for Toronto. Chris stops and delivers it to James. He's left wide open, and a three is good. You can read up from downtown Schaumburg, Ontario. That goes to Andy Handler.
Did you see how many people converged on Chris Bosch, Chuck? Great answer there by Kobe. Very quick to the bucket. But the Raptors have to realize that they are absolutely sending everybody down to help Chris Mim out on Bosch, and there's going to be a lot of open looks for everybody else.
No, Peterson goes downtown from three-point range.
Well, anytime a team decides to take the lane away, you're going to have a lot of perimeter looks. You don't want to fall in love with the jump shot, but you certainly have to take them when they're available and keep the defense honest.
Bill Spooner is called a foul on Matt Bonner, playing over the shoulder on Chris Mim. So 17 on the clock. Kobe Bryant inbounding. As Leo mentioned, the opening tee's #1 in the association, close to 35 per ball game. Comes up shooting, got it, tough shot. He's attempted 1,038 field goals.
That's right, 27 shots a game. But that's the type of shot you'd like to see him take. Turning away from the bucket with a hand in his face. He's going to make his share of shots, Chuck, but he's got to play the percentages and force those looks.
Matt Bonner comes up and scores. The Raptors on fire, knocking down 4 of their first 5 attempts.
The Raptors, I think, can see that if they can get that movement and make the extra pass, get the dribble penetration, they're going to get any shot they want in this ballgame.
Bryant over Peterson.
I'll say it again. Those are the type of shots you'd like to see Kobe shoot. Mo Peterson right in his face.
Again, Bosch on Mim, stops. The bouncer goes underneath the Bonner, and 3 in the lead. I'm surprised Chris has not attacked the rim against Mim.
Yeah, I thought he should have went up on that play, Chuck. Unselfish decision looking to go to Matt Bonner, but not the right decision. Chris needed to power up.
Smush Parker on Mike James. Nope. And we have a push underneath against Toronto.
You got to be careful with Smush Parker. Chuck, teams have a tendency to forget about it. He can shoot the three. He will get to the bucket. And as soon as you relax, don't pay attention to him. He does a lot of things to surprise you, and he puts up some decent numbers. And for Matt Bonner, second foul.
Yep, so he's out of the ball game. Bonner again starting on the second consecutive game for the injured Rafael Araujo. So Villanueva comes off the bench. Parker line to the lane. It's good.
People underestimate his quickness. He's good off the dribble. He's not afraid to take the ball to the bucket. If you're not careful, he's going to dunk on you.
Bosch. Jalen Rose giving it up unselfishly. And another three. Mike James. And for the Raptors, already in the quarter, their 3rd triple of the game.
Well, you know, everybody's talking about Jalen Rose and the big numbers he's putting up offensively, Chuck. I like the fact that he's giving the ball up. He may not get a lot of assists, but he's getting the ball to where it needs to be.
Kobe Bryant. Nope, tap. Nope. And the Raps on the push. It's a 3-on-3. Rose, the no-look, Charlie Villanueva, and the ball deflected, partially blocked by Odom. Smush Parker with a questionable shot.
Interesting defensively, Lamar Odom on Jalen Rose. That's going to eliminate some of the post opportunities for Jalen with Odom's size.
Nice play by Charlie Villanueva, that little teardrop. And the Raptors now 6 of 8 from the floor. And they lead 15-9. They can get this game, Leo.
Oh, they can, and I like the energy Toronto has brought to start out this ball game.
This is not your typical Laker crowd either. I mean, it's pretty flat here. down the clock. Bryant hoists it up. Nope. Kept alive by Mem. Off the hands of Bosch, who keeps it in play all the way to midcourt to Rose. Great hustle by Chris.
And Chuck, that's where you want to try to save that ball. Great finish right there. Tremendous. Charlie V.
And what happened? It was Bosch who made the play.
Well, if you're going to save the ball, Chuck, you don't want to save it in your end and possibly give it to the opposing team. So you really got to throw it out there, and that's exactly what he did.
A 9-2 Raptor run. Odom, no. The flip is good by Mem on the stick back.
The Raptors obviously showing a little mix of man-to-man and zone here, Chuck. Try to shake the Lakers up a little bit, force them to make a few decisions.
Bosch feeling Mem. Turnaround jumper. Good.
Well, we say it every night, and we'll say it tonight. Nobody can match up with Chris Bosch and this Lakers team. He's got a quickness advantage or a size advantage. He can bring people inside. He can take them outside. It doesn't make a difference.
You know, during this run, I'm surprised Phil Jackson has not elected to call the timeout.
Well, Phil Jackson likes to let his teams play through difficult times. That's been one of his characteristics as a coach.
Parker got a shot rejected, and the toss out. And this is Odom giving it up. Chris Mem on Bosch, and the ball, he lost it going up. Here's Villanueva to the rim and a scoop and a score. What a play.
Great job. Charlie B. outstanding in the open floor, Chuck. Another one of the players that surprises you with what he could do with his size.
And now Phil Jackson calls a timeout after his team is down by 10. 5:18 to go first quarter. And welcome back on The Score from Los Angeles. Our Ford Fusion. Create a reaction. You match the quote with a picture, whether it's James, Rose, or Peterson.
And a quote, halfway through the year, we're still a team that's probably trying to find identity as far as winning now versus winning in the future.
Jalen Rose, he wants to win now, and the Raptors have made 9 of their last 10 shots.
Well, having Jalen Rose in the starting lineup, Chuck, it gives you some stability. It definitely gives you a scoring presence around the basket. And the unselfishness of Jalen Rose that I spoke about, he is a guy that can find the open man, and that's one of the things that he hasn't gotten frustrated with himself this season when things haven't been working out well. Early in November, he forced a lot of shots, took some bad shots, whereas since then he's been doing a great job of getting guys like Chris Bosch, Charlie Villanueva involved in the game, even if he doesn't have his own looks.
Jalen Rose will turn 33 on the 30th of this month. The NBA put a table together, the youngest teams in the league. The Lakers are the 7th youngest squad, 25 years average, 129 days. The Raptors are 24th on that list at 28 years and 4 days. Bryant up top from 21.
Those numbers are a little deceiving, Chuck, when you take a few guys out of the mix that aren't getting a lot of minutes versus the young players that are getting a lot of time. I think the Raptors' age drops dramatically.
Yeah, you're talking about Aaron Williams, Eric Williams. Here's Villanueva trying to go inside to Mike James. Leaking out is Bryant, runs it down, trying to keep it in play and threw it away. He would have been better off calling a 20-second timeout.
Nobody ran down either, Chuck.
No.
They left him all by himself, figuring if he gets it, he'll score. You never do that.
And Charlie B says, thank you very much off that Laker turnover. Villanueva, 4 of 5 off the bench with, 4 minutes of work, 8 points.
He's really, Charlie, you can tell when he's ready to play, Chuck. He came out in this ball game aggressive and hungry.
Fox got stripped in the dunk by Kwame Brown.
You can see everybody leaking out before that ball was absolutely taken by the Raptors. You got to stay in there until you know you got the ball, and then you run.
Bosch from 17, popped out, rebound Bryant. Kobe Bryant in this game, 3 of 6. He's got 6 points. Weaving inside, working on Jalen Rose. Beautiful move off the window.
He's a player, Chuck, that loves contact. He will go inside the paint. You can bump him. You can get physical with him. It doesn't matter. Kobe Bryant will battle you any way you want to play.
Has he completely, Bryant, discarded this triangle offense, Leo?
No, not at all, Chuck. The triangle offense gives you a lot of freedom to do a lot of different things. Kobe Bryant at times sits back and lets the triangle play out. At other times, he does take it upon himself to just go. And that's one of the privileges he has as being a great player. But watch what happens here. There's a switch. Mo Peterson gives him off to Jalen Rose, but just a little too easy. Charlie B's got to be ready to step over a little quicker.
And Chris Bosch threads the needle. So it's Bosch and Bryant. Those two undoubtedly will be in Houston for the All-Star game next month. Mim. Back it in. Tough turnaround.
Chris Mim is a player that has a lot of good fundamental skills, Chuck. He can shoot that baby hook. He can shoot the jump shot. He'll play position defense at times and just gets beat. The player's much more athletic than him, but he's a guy that really tries to get the most out of what he has.
Mike James feeding Rose, and it's poked by Squish Parker. And we're going to have a timeout. So the Raptors on the road, first quarter, and the lead on the Score television network. The Laker girls entertaining the Staples crowd here in Southern California.
Always doing a great job.
What a terrific game, Leo. The Score has on Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern Time, the Pacers and the Cavaliers.
How about LeBron James the other night against the Utah Jazz, dropping, what was it, 51?
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad night at the office. Made him the youngest player to ever reach the 5,000 point total.
5,000 points. Can you believe that? 5,000 already.
He just turned 20?
21, yeah. Let's go to our X Factor with Matt Bonner and Luke Walton.
Well, Matt Bonner has been playing well last 3 games. Chuck doing a good job shooting the ball Friday against Seattle. 11.6 boards, 3 of 5 are behind the arc. And Luke Walton is a guy that's just a scrambler. Had a season-high 13 against the Raptors. And he will go out there and play physical, aggressive basketball. The Raptors have to be conscious of him. Offers a lot of what Matt Bonner does for the Raptors, although Matt is a much better shooter.
James' strong move, but Cook was there to alter it. And the putback, who else but Charlie Villanueva in double figures with 10. He has been the story of the quarter.
Yeah, Sam has to be excited about that. Anytime Charlie gets out there and starts playing like that early, she knows he's going to have a great ball game.
And then Villanueva fouled Bill. Where Mim caught that, and while he was on his way up, you just can't touch him. You know, let him make the basket and pull a U-turn, go the other way.
Exactly. At that point, you really have to decide what you're going to do, or if you are going to foul, Chuck, it better be a hard one where you don't put a player in the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Chris Mim was a very talented high school tennis player. Went on to play basketball at the University of Texas.
He looks like a tennis player, Chuck. He kind of has that country club look to him.
Bryant, but no foul. Runs down his miss, wants to try it again. Missed.
See, that's where Kobe needs to give the ball up in situations like that. But his mentality is, I worked so hard to get it. I'm putting this one up.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Leo, how the other teammates feel about this, because I'm sure it's tough to play with a guy like that.
No doubt.
James working on Smush. Parker rimming good.
Chuck, great finish on that. He was dribbling with his left hand. He avoided smushed and took the ball to his right, and that prevented Kobe from jumping up trying to block the shot.
Lakers come in 2 games over 500. Here's Bryant with a layup, too easy on the baseline.
And see what he does, Chuck. He takes that extra dribble, he just pounds it and goes up strong. He's waiting for somebody to challenge him, waiting for contact.
Mike James, deep 3. Bam! Get out the umbrellas, Leo. It's Brady Trays here in Los Angeles. The Raptors' 4th of the first quarter. They've scored 32 points here in the opening frame and lead by 9.
And when you like about the offense for the Raptors, Chuck, they're hitting the jump shots outside, they're getting out in transition, they're scoring inside. It's a mix. A lot of times when the Raptors are hitting their shots, they stay outside, but not so far here.
Peterson with the foul, but they are playing Bryant very physical off the ball.
Well, Mo Peterson will play anybody tough, and here just trying to get up, prevent Bryant from moving where he wants to go.
And for Peterson, he's going to leave with his second personal foul. Unfortunately, he was going to be replaced by Joey Graham. Graham was at the scorer's table when that foul occurred. So Calderon comes in along with Graham, Villanueva, Bosch, and Rose.
And Joey Graham's going to have to bring some of that aggressive defense that he was drafted for, Chuck. Remember, coming out of Oklahoma State, everybody figured Joey Graham's going to be able to translate what he did at the collegiate level to the NBA level. Struggling a little bit with it, but today will be a good test for him.
So we have 69 seconds remaining, first quarter, 32-25. Raptors. Villanueva keeping the dribble alive, and he goes underneath to Bosch. And a face-up on Mim, spins, and knocked out of his hands out of bounds.
Chris Mim, he's going to play position, and he will use his hands a great deal. If Chris just protects the ball, he's going to be able to get by him without a problem.
Bosch tonight, 4 points, 5 rebounds. On a pump, a power drive to the rim, and it lipped off, and it's Cook to Bryant, who's attempted 10 shots already in the quarter. Parker from the corner, a 3. Chris Mim, that's impressive.
He fought, did a great job of getting position.
Chris Mim with 8.
The other problem, Chuck, when you're waiting for Kobe to give that ball up, you never know when it's coming, and sometimes it's tough to get in a rhythm as a shooter when that happens.
So Jalen Rose piercing inside. Boy, what about Rose of late, huh, Leo?
He's just playing smart basketball. He's taking his opportunities when they're there. When he gets hot, obviously he lets it go a little bit more, and that's the way you want to play the game.
Coming off a 28-point, 7-assist night in Seattle. Fantastic job going to the line. The entry feed, Cook them in, slapped away. Here's Calderon, a race to the rim, blocked by Odom, a late whistle and a foul against Los Angeles, and this will go against Lamar Odom.
Well, the zone really bothering the Lakers, Chuck. They're standing around, they're not getting a lot of movement, they're trying to figure out what to do. The Raptors capitalizing on that, and Jose Calderon, who's struggling as of late. Last 3 games, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, just 3 of 9 shooting. And remember, one of the characteristics of Calderon early part of the season was assist to turnover ratio, 3-4 to 1. That's a great ratio. Got to clean that up a little bit.
Again, Rafael Araujo out with that sore shoulder.
I talked to him. He's really hoping that things could be okay, where he doesn't have to have surgery or anything like that. Just trying to get it stronger, and we'll have it reevaluated again shortly.
Popso has come on for the Raptors, replacing Bosch with 5 seconds remaining. Raptors up by 9. And Bryant takes a look at the clock. 3 seconds remaining. 2 seconds on a pump, and he's fouled with 1 second to go in the quarter.
Just not a good foul at all. You know what he's going to do. You know he's going to put the shot up, and that's just a smart play by Kobe Bryant. Watch a little hesitation right here. You got aggressive defenders, just get him up in the air, and he leans in to make sure there's contact.
Especially where you're at. Leo, go ahead and let him jack up a 3.
It's a long shot. It's a rushed shot, and you have 2 guys with a hand in his face. That doesn't get any better than that. That's good defense. Don't bail the guy out. But again, give Kobe credit. He drew, he pulled them up, he got them off their feet. That's what makes him such a great offensive player.
He has 14 in the quarter, but his team trails 36-29. Solid job by the Raptors on the road here at the Staples Center, 36-29. We'll go to the second period in just a moment right here on the Score Television Network. On a Sunday night in Toronto and throughout the country as we welcome you to Toronto Raptors basketball against the Lakers. Raptors in front, 36-29, Leo.
Take a look at our speed stick stats. And first quarter, Raptors doing a great job shooting the basketball, knocking them down from 3, 4 of 6. 9 assists on 15 made field goals. The bench active with 12. For the Lakers, 10 offensive rebounds, and they are rebounding the Raptors overall 14-6. But Charlie V is doing his part, Chuck.
Yeah, 10 first quarter points. The bench, the Raps bench, outscored the Lakers 12-0.
Well, when you run the floor, good things happen. Charlie V getting passes, creating plays on his own, and hitting the jump shot as well. Inside, outside, you name it. CV is getting it done.
Sure is. 36-29 Raptors. Was at the UCLA game yesterday at Pauley against West Virginia. Ran into Ronnie Lester, the assistant GM of the Lakers, and he was complimenting the Raptors' young core of players. Really feels the future very bright.
A nice future for a young man at UCLA too, Chuck. Ryan Wright from Toronto. Yep. Outstanding young player.
And a 24-second shot clock violation. Our second quarter brought to you by Nissan. Here's Calderon. Giving it up to Jalen Rose. Villanueva working on Walton with a pull-up. Yes.
He has got it going on right now. Charlie V with that little baby hook. It's not even a baby hook, Chuck. It's kind of a half push shot, but really does a great job with it. Gets it up quick, nice and high as well.
Raps staying in that 2-3 zone. Early second quarter. was an ugly-looking shot. And it's Calderon working the handle. As Calderon receives a play from his head coach Sam Mitchell, Raptors in front 38-29. On a switch, Calderon picked up by Walton in the paint. And the pass deflected out of bounds. And Devin George says, I never touched the ball. And Bill Kennedy says, yes, you did.
Right now, Charlie Lee getting some opportunities, a lot like what Sam does for Chris Bosh. Put him in pick and roll situations, see if somebody can react and guard him.
Calderon to the rim, rejected by Kwame Brown. Odom has had a very quiet ball game. And Walton is really struggling off the ball. We're going to have Kevin Fair call a foul on Popso.
Popso, this is going to be a tough matchup. Kwame Brown's got a lot of size and bulk on Pop. He's going to have to try to get to where Kwame wants to get to himself. Get there sooner, be very, very aggressive, play with his legs. Kwame just trying to absolutely push Popso out of the way.
Well, the way the Lakers are playing in half-court set, it looks like they've never seen a zone in their life.
You're right. And right now, one of the players that has to take charge is Lamar Odom, because he's a guy that can get it done inside or outside with Kobe Bryant sitting on the bench.
I mean, not one pass entered in the paint area, and finally...
Well, and the worst part, see, Kwame Brown is working hard. He definitely has his distinct advantage down low. When he gets in there, you're going to have to drop it in, or he's going to stop working or pick up silly fouls or get a 3-second call, as we saw.
Lakers with their 6th turnover, and now we're going to have a hold off the ball on Vujacic.
Nice young player right here, Chuck. Vujacic can put the ball on the floor. I like the way he sees the floor. He can hit the open shot as well.
Getting a lot of playing time now. He's won the trust of his coaching staff. Villanueva got tied up, tried to muscle it up, almost went in.
Tough shot. Little international backcourt matchup there with Calderon and Vujacic.
And with 15 on the clock, Lakers retain possession. 38-29 Raptors. The Raptors have won twice at Staples. And the last victory coming in 0-1, so it's been a while. Vujacic. And Walton tried to gather in the rebound, knocked out of his hands. And here's Rose from 15. Remy, out. With this group on the floor, Odom really needs to take over, Leo.
And that's where sometimes he just lays back and lets the game come to him instead of being the aggressor. You can understand it at times with Kobe on the floor, but if Kobe's not out there, Odom has to just take over a game. And here's the thing about it. Not a lot of players have that ability, but Lamar Odom does. And he's got to take a little bit out of Kobe's book and say, hey, give me the rock, fellas. I'm taking it there and taking this game.
Bosh returns. Villanueva leaves. Charlie with 12 first-half points in 10 minutes. Calderon working the rock, almost stolen by Vujacic, who's playing smothering defense on the elbow. Now crossover. Calderon to the cup. And we're going to have a loose ball foul.
I didn't get it to go down, but I like Calderon taking it in there. He got the last one blocked. He didn't shy away. He went right back and said, hey, come get this one. A lot of pressure on the ball. That's going to give you an opportunity to drive, and nobody really rotating over. Finally, Walton tries to block the shot.
That foul's going to go on Odom, his second. This is Rose on Lamar Odom. Double on the ball, giving Calderon a chance from 18. And Graham throws the ball off the hip of Lamar Odom out of bounds. Heads up play by Joey G.
Yeah, good hustle right there. But Chuck, I like what Rose did. As we get another look at that bounce off the leg. But Rose can't get the same offense against Lamar Odom. He tried to get inside. He didn't have it. He didn't force a shot. That's something he did early on this season. It really kept him in a funk for a long time. But he's not doing that at this stage of the game.
So counted foul.
Good aggressive move. We talk about Calderon not shying away after getting his shot blocked. Popso's not afraid of anybody. He's outsized here by Kwame Brown, but he will go in quickly and aggressively. As soon as he got it, he just powered up and concentrated. See his eyes? Even coming down, he never took his eyes off the target.
No, he didn't. The Raptors are shooting 59% against this Laker ball club. Free throws missed. 40-29, the Raptors' biggest lead of the game.
He's done a great job of taking the crowd out of it, Chuck.
Absolutely. I thought we were in Atlanta. And we have a 3-second violation on Kwame Brown. I don't think Phil Jackson has moved tonight. He's just bewildered.
That may be the right word.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our Speed Stick by Men Player of the Week. And it's Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett having another great season, 22-11. Gets it done. You talk about a player that plays every position on the floor, Chuck. With his size, he is incredible. Let's join Norma Wick.
Thank you. I'm with a Laker legend, one of the 50 greatest, and a guy who's taken in the Laker game tonight. Big game, James Worthy.
Well, yes, I am taking in the game tonight.
You don't do that often, though, do you?
Not a lot. You know, it's always nice to be at home. You get the replays, and plus I work a lot at KCAL during the game. So, but it's nice to get down here and watch it in person from time to time.
We've seen some other legends like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's now a consultant, hired. Do you have any itch to get involved in the game again?
Well, you never say never. You know, I've been doing television for about 7 years now, and coaching is never out of the question. But right now, I'm pretty content. I like to teach though, but you never know what may happen down the road.
This is quite a different edition of the Lakers that you've been used to seeing. They've got one big star. You had a great supporting cast. How much can Kobe do on his own?
Well, it's a team game. Kobe can do a lot to enhance the team, but you're not going to go extremely far with one player. So I think it's critical that they get guys like Lamar Odom and Kwame, and really it has to be a collective effort if they're going to succeed in the playoffs.
All right, well, we appreciate having your voice on our broadcast. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Good to see you.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, you did some work with James Worthy.
James used to do some games, the Grizzly games back in Canada, so I always enjoyed talking to him and getting his perspective. Some great years with the Lakers. Boy, he was an unbelievable player.
Yep. I like what Calderon has done tonight. There's James Worthy, number 42. Played on that NCAA title game in 1982 when Jordan hit the shot to beat Georgetown.
That was the shot that put Michael Jordan on the map.
Yep. Well, that shot definitely is not going to put Devin George on the map. He rushed that baby.
You see Chris Bosh getting in there with Walton. Walton's a scrapper. He's one of the guys you always have to find when a shot goes up. He's not the biggest or the fastest, but he's going to go after every missed opportunity.
Yeah, he's 4 for his last 19. He's just not in a rhythm over the last week shooting. They're off for 3 days before the next game, and then next week they depart. 7 games in 12 days in an Eastern swing.
That'll be a grind.
Well, that's going to determine whether or not they're going to make the
grind. I know, I'm feeling it.
Walton, no. Raptors will be in Denver tomorrow, taking on the Nuggets. Jalen Rose fouled out in front by Kevin George. Raptors have caught the Lakers on a very flat night, and give credit to the Raptors because they're taking advantage of it. Headed by Charlie V off the bench.
Right, and what you want to do when you see a team coming out flat like that, Phil Jackson's squad just not ready to play, you don't want to relax. You just want to keep putting it on them as much as possible. Don't relax at the defensive end of the floor. Push it up. The Raptors are getting some great running opportunities when they're aggressive and really getting it going.
Bryant has not seen action here in the second quarter. He's 6th in the league in minutes played, averaging close to 41 minutes a game.
What a luxury, though, for Phil Jackson to know that you can put this guy in the ball game and he can turn things around in a heartbeat.
Maybe not tonight, though. Not the way the Lakers have made some poor decisions. They're turning the ball over.
A little too early to say that.
Rejected by Bosh. Oh, that was sweet. And for Chris, number 47, Odom for 3. No. Here's Kwame Brown. New shot clock at 24.
Really important for the perimeter guys in the zone to get back in and rebound. Don't just leave the big guys on their own.
Nope. Here's Jalen off the bounce. Long rebound comes to Kwame Brown. The Lakers are shooting 36%. The Raptors, I'm just hanging in this zone. I'm not even thinking about going man-to-man.
Not until they solve it.
Here's Kwame banging around with Chris Bosh. Double on the ball. Odom, 5 ticks on the clock. Odom weaving. Kwame blocked by Pop-So.
See, it's a tough position to put a player like Kwame Brown in. By the time Lamar Odom got him the ball, he really had not anything to do except get it up there with 3 guys around him. So got to get into things a little bit quicker. And again, this is the guy that's got to get it done, Lamar Odom.
Crowd starting to boo. They thought maybe there was some time left on the clock.
Nice quick move. As soon as Bosh got the ball, looked up, saw Devin George come through and put it on the floor, realizing there's a foul to be had. Instant reaction, read the D, and attack.
We're going to have a timeout for the Lakers. 44-32, Raptors on the road. President's Choice Raptors basketball on the score continues in just a moment.
I'm with comedian Andy Dick, who's giving us his best side here at the Lakers game.
My best side is court side.
Yeah, especially when Kobe's playing. The crowd is getting a little bit restless. I think they're starting to chant for him.
Good. I'll get excited when they start chanting for me. I'm afraid I'm going to get hit by the ball. This is my first time courtside. Don't think I'm some kind of player. This is my first time. Joe Francis brought me, so I'm indebted to him because everybody has to do this once in their life. You have to own a convertible, and you have to be courtside one time. I did not know how exciting it would be.
But you're not a newly anointed Lakers fan. I assume you've been following them for a while.
I've got to be honest, I'm not a real big sports person. I kept telling people, guess what? I'm going ringside with Nicholson. I don't even know. Now I know it's
He's got a
courtside.
mean left hook. You better watch out.
Exactly. But he's not here tonight. I'm here instead.
All right, well, enjoy the game. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right, that's Andy Dick.
Ringside, huh, Chuck?
Ringside. I mean, is that the best of Andy Dick right there?
That's right. It's not a Pacer Piston game. It's a basketball game.
Let's go to our Victor Viewpoint, Raptors.com.
Sam Mitchell's decision to go with the veterans has paid off. At the midpoint of the season and the rookie's still showing slight signs of fatigue, the vets know how to deliver in the clutch and close out games. Jeff from Pickering.
And there is Eric Williams, an Eric Williams sighting.
Hopefully Eric Williams can help out defensively on the glass with this zone, Chuck. Very important to everybody to get in and drop down. But how about that? Kobe Bryant comes back into the game and bang, knocks one in.
With 5:37 remaining first half, Bryant with 17. But then there's a big drop-off. Calderon giving it up. Bosh on a pump, on a drive. Sealed off, double on the ball, knocked out of his hands by Devin George. Lakers have the numbers. Parker's got George open. And Brian Cook.
Mentioned things can change in a hurry. Kobe Bryant coming back into the game. All of a sudden, back-to-back shots, him and Brian Cook.
Bosh, they're going to wave off the shot. We have a foul underneath.
Yeah, Brian Cook, he just pushed Pop-So right out of the way as he came into the paint.
So we've got wholesale changes for both teams. Calderon and Graham leave. And you've got, let's see, Eric Williams, Bosh, So, Peterson, and James.
Now keep in mind, Chuck, the group that's on the floor, Pop-So, Williams, and Bosh up front, they really haven't played together this season other than a few practices. So not really a cohesive unit on the floor for Sam Mitchell.
Pop-So has played 8 minutes tonight. Another free throw. It is up. Good. And the Raptors are 8 of 9, coming in 4th best in the NBA shooting tosses. 78% as Lamar Odom looking on. And he's scoreless at 18 minutes. He has not played well. Really has been very tentative.
Yeah, passive. Just not interested in the game.
Here's Bryant again. He's been their one-man show. Double pump on Peterson. Great defense by Mo.
And unless that's the type of shot you need to give up. You don't need to take that shot if you're Kobe Bryant, but he does, Chuck. And the Raptors need to encourage him to keep taking that a little bit more.
Eric Williams got away with the walk and threw it away. And James fouled Parker near midcourt. And Popso leads. Bonner returns. Matt started the ball game. Picked up a couple of quick fouls.
I thought Popso did a nice job, Chuck. Now watch Kobe Bryant working real hard to get open. Mo Peterson all over him, but once he catches the ball here, stops, fake, fake, fake. Mo P doing a great job staying down, not biting on those fakes and committing a foul. At that point, Kobe's got to give it up. Same as that. That's just not a good shot.
Not a good shot at all. And here's Peterson. Almost dragged that pivot foot, and he threw it away.
Sam Mitchell grimacing. He can't accept those unforced turnovers. Raptors have to realize they can score against this Laker team. Every time they move the ball, great opportunities to score, but 6 turnovers now for Toronto.
And more importantly, Leo Peterson has picked up his third chasing Kobe Bryant underneath the rim, so that's going to be his third. So Peterson, who just came back on the floor, takes a quick hook and an exit, and Jalen Rose returns.
Looks like Eric Williams will get the assignment to guard Kobe Bryant. That's his forte defense.
As Bryant turns the corner to spin, force that one up, tipped by Memo fall. That's 3 tough shots that Bryant has attempted.
He's come back into the game, took one good one in the corner, but forced 3.
And Chris Bosh fills it up, and Bosh now tonight at 18 minutes with 8 points and 7 rebounds. And he carried the ball. So if you think about it, Leo, the last 4 trips down the court for the Lakers, Bryant has handled the ball, 3 misses and a turnover.
And if you're a teammate at this point, you're looking at him saying, hey, come on, man, you got to give it up. Move, pass it around a little bit. You're going to get your shots, and we can help you get a better one. Don't have to force everything.
A runner, look at Mike James, old dazzle here in L.A. And it's 52-37. Raptors by 15, their biggest of the night.
Now, very important for Toronto, Chuck, to keep pounding it on the Lakers right now. If the Lakers are down, remember, they're going to make a run in the second half, so the bigger cushion you can provide yourself, the better. Kobe finally getting one.
That's a frustration dunk right there.
And I think that's a great word to use with Kobe, Chuck. I think he does get frustrated with his teammates or the score, the situation, and just say, you know what, I'm just going to do it myself.
We saw that coming. Bosh running into Cook, and that is a charge on CB4. Raptors in front. Nice, comfortable first half lead. President's Choice Raptors Bowl, our next 4 games, and we will be in Denver, Colorado tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern time against the Nuggets. Then Rogers Sportsnet will have a broadcast featuring the Bulls and the Bucks Wednesday and Friday. And then on the 29th, TSN with the Kings.
Chuck, let me show you what great offensive players do. It's little things that allow them to gain an advantage. Not a great move, but just watching and taking into account what a defender's doing. Look at Eric Williams' position right now. He's looking around, and Kobe looks like he's not paying attention, but he knows that Eric Williams right now has got bad defensive position. As soon as he turned his head and his body to see where the ball is, bang, the pass comes in, and Kobe was ready to react to that. It's the little things that an offensive player can notice. Your footwork, the way your head turns, if you're not seeing him in the ball, and they react and they score.
All right, Norma, what do you have for us?
In that last timeout, Chris Bosh a little frustrated. You mentioned 8 points in 19 minutes, but just 3 of 7 from the field. Sam Mitchell looked at him and said, you just got to play. But one thing, he said, you're going baseline. That gives you one option, and they're playing it. He wants Chris to fake baseline, go towards the middle. And he said, not only can you drive from there, but you've got more options out on the floor. Chuck?
All right, well, we'll see if that works on this trip down the floor with Chris Bosh. And it's 52-42 Raptors.
Well, that's good advice from Sam, because anytime you can get in the middle, and I believe Chris can get in the middle as well with his quickness, that you have all options available to you.
And after Smush Parker flop, Mike James makes him pay with a 3.
And Chuck, that's a tough shot. The defender flops, he's down, you're wide open, you've got a lot of time to think about it. You're also wondering, boy, the official didn't make the call, and you still have to make the shot.
And that's going to be a charge on the Bar Odom. Things are working out so very well for the Raptors here in LA in the first half. Shooting 60%, getting some calls. Here's Odom against Eric Williams.
Yeah, just good position by Eric Williams, playing with his feet, staying ahead of Odom, and Odom overly aggressive, dipping the shoulder.
Raptors have scored 55 points. We still have under 2 minutes remaining in the half. Here's the switch. Bonner left unattended. Bam! Ah, the Red Rocket. For the Raptors, that's their 6th tray of the game.
Yeah, see, tough matchups right now. Cook does not want to get out there and play Bonner. Mim is going to have a hard time with Bosch. Good opportunity for the Raptors to keep building here.
Kobe Bryant filling it up. As we mentioned, Bryant now at 21. His last 2 games, he has scored 88 points. His teams have lost. And Leo, you know what? Last time I checked, the bottom line is W's.
Got to win the games.
Yep.
A smart play, though. Mike James, Chuck, going right back to Matt Bonner. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to stay down.
Here's Kobe again, giving it up. Parker from the pocket. And Mike James, let's see if he turns on the burners. He tried a no-look to Eric Williams, not expected it. Kobe, and he got handcuffed by Jalen Rose and will shoot 2.
Yeah, Mike James just looked over at Eric Williams and said, hey, I had you, big fella. You got to be ready for that.
They're going to give this to James.
Now, Kobe Bryant, watch what he does here, Chuck. He knows there's going to be a situation where he can draw the foul. 2 guys scrambling to get back. He's going to get in between them and just hope he can angle his way into a foul.
Kobe Bryant, 3rd in the league in free throw attempts. He has attempted 404 free throws, 3rd in the league behind Iverson and Dwayne Wade.
Oh, he loves the contact. We pointed that out. He's gotten inside at every opportunity. Chuck, you talked about the difference between how many shots Kobe takes and his teammates. Kobe, 27.3 field goal attempts per game. The next highest is Lamar Odom at just 11 shots per game.
Well, Kobe Bryant has 24. He had a stretch of 4 straight games, 45 or more points. Only the 3rd player in NBA history to accomplish that, with Baylor and Chamberlain the others. Here's James now. Screen and roll. Giving it up. Chris on one pump. Now the release from 17. Chris Bosh.
Yeah, man, he knows that if he gets any tighter, Bosch is going to take him, except the problem is he didn't even have a hand up on that shot.
Remember, it was Phil Jackson who was fined $25,000 by the NBA for making some comments.
Subtle remarks about
Chris Bosh and
how he looked good in a Laker uniform.
Yeah. Here's Kobe Bryant again.
Yeah, see the difference in the game now with Mo Peterson being on the bench, Chuck. Raptors really don't have anybody that can guard Kobe Bryant other than Mo Peterson.
Leo, he's got 26. I don't care if he scores 66 as long as the Raptors win.
Oh, I agree with that. But you have to make it a little tougher than that last one.
Oh, Mike James, what did you eat for breakfast? Mike James with 19 here in the half. And the Raptors go into the locker room leading 63-49 at the break, shooting a torrid 62%.
And a chorus of boos coming from the Laker crowd here, Chuck, as both teams exit the floor.
Our Nissan shift to the half. Let's give it up to Mike James.
Why not? He is sizzling right now. Great job of knocking down the threes, being aggressive. Smush Parker trying to flop. Mike James said, hey, flop this, buddy.
Yeah, somebody better tell the Lakers scouting department. Mike James is hitting 41% behind the arc.
Yeah, you might want to get up on him and take that shot away.
All right, we'll come back to LA in just a moment on The Score.
Raptors shooting the lights out here at the Staples Center. They lead by 14, shooting over 60% of the half. Mike James 5 for 5 from beyond the arc with 19 points to lead the Raptors. I have nothing bad to say, so I guess we can cancel the halftime, Jim Todd.
Whatever. I mean, I know you feel sorry for the other team sometimes. No one was out here rebounding for them. I don't know what's going on, but you know, they killed us on the offensive glass. We're very, very fortunate. They only had 10 points on it. We tried to go inside. Luckily, we had the 3-ball going. Sam talked about in a second half. We got to rebound. We want to try to do the best job that we could on Kobe. We're going to continue to do that, even though he had 26. But right now, we're going to probably switch our philosophy and see if let him get his own, do the best we can, and hopefully shut the rest of the guys down. So that's what we talked about at the half.
All right, best of luck in the second.
Thanks, Norman.
All right, Raptors are being out-rebounded. 15 offensive rebounds for the Lakers. Of course, the Raptors don't have many because they're not missing much, Chuck.
Well, that's right. And that's what happens when you're up 63-49. This is so sweet, folks. Let's go to our IBM winning strategies.
Well, let's pick up on what Norma and Jim Todd talked about. Team effort on the glass, offensive rebounds. Look at that, 15-2. But it's the overall rebounding numbers because the Raptors are making their shots. That's a concern. Extra pass is the key. Well, Raptors 24 field goals, 14 assists, just 8 turnovers, and keep Kobe Bryant off the line. Well, he's been there 6 times, but as Jim Todd pointed out, make sure nobody else gets theirs. Let Kobe shoot all you want. Chuck, the Lakers have taken 50 shots. Kobe's taken 18 of those himself. The Raptors 39 shots. Chris Bosh is taking the most with 8. But look at this. Look at the combination of Bosh and Mike James. 19 for James. Perfect from 3. Bosh 10, 7 boards, and 9 assists for Mike James to just 1 turnover.
So we start the third quarter. Good to have you with us on the Score Television Network. And once again, the Raptors hanging in that 2-3 zone that has given LA some fits. Odom, the pitch. Bryant for 3. Weak side rebound off the hands of Peterson out of bounds.
But Chuck, you see the easy shot that the Lakers get, Kobe Bryant gets because of that move by Lamar Odom. Look at the President's Choice halftime stats. Number 1 stat, 61% to 40. For the Toronto Raptors, rebounding numbers, Raptors have to clean up as we talk.
This is going to have possession with the Lakers in possession underneath their basket. 63-49 third quarter. High for the season in the first half. 66 a week ago against the Knicks.
Well, not a good pass at all by Parker. Everybody knew where that ball was going.
Mike James got it. 6 for 6 behind the arc. He has got the mojo going for Mike James with 22. He's 8 for 9 in the ball game.
Well, you think the Lakers would know that might be somebody you should identify as a guy that's going to make that shot?
66-49 Raptors, and they're going to wave this baby off. That's the charge. Bonner hit the floor, took the punishment, and this will go against Bush Parker.
Great job by Matt Bonner, Chuck. He's constantly looking to take a charge, to get to the right place. He gives up a lot of size when he's playing down low, but he doesn't give up any heart.
Bosh on them from 20. Our third quarter right here on the Score, brought to you by Hyundai. Unless the Lakers really get their act together, Leo, I don't see them making a huge comeback here. I mean, they're playing so much
Chuck,
one-on-one.
you know what? This is a long game. The second half just started, and the Raptors have, they're not going to. Chances are they're not going to continue to shoot 60% of this ball game. So they're going to have to continue to move the ball, get good opportunities, and their defense has got to stay strong because Kobe Bryant is the type of player that can get his team right back into the ball game.
Sam Mitchell wants to talk it over. His club in front, 66-51, 10-17 remaining.
Yeah, and Sam Mitchell, last 2 possessions, Raptors taking some long shots, not a lot of movement, and those are the type of shots that can allow another team to get back into it. Phil Jackson just wants energy. He wants his guys to act like they want to play. They're not getting that from the majority of this Laker team right now.
Well, Kobe Bryant with 28 points and 11 of 21 from the floor.
Kobe Bryant loves to go to the hoop, something the Raptors have to make sure they keep him away from. Now that shot, he'll give up, but it's got to be more contested. There's a lot of pressure on him. Kobe just takes the game in his own hands and can do it from literally every angle on the floor.
Well, Kobe is living up to the billing, but what about Lamar Odom? Scoreless now, Leo, in 20 minutes. And the bottom line is, I mean, this guy has 16 double-doubles on the season. He's having a good year, but not tonight.
But he's another player, Chuck, that he'll look disinterested for half a game and all of a sudden become active and end up dominating a game.
Here's Odom with a very difficult shot. I mean, you could tell when that ball left his hand. I mean, he was off balance. His footwork was horrible.
Yeah, and he's not going to get the call. He's looking at the officials right now and, hey, I got hit in the elbow, but when you're off balance at close to 6'10", taking a shot, you're not going to get that call.
Bonner for three. Got it.
Good pass. Excellent job by Chris Bosh. Kwame Brown, the last thing he wants to do is get out there and contest Matt Bonner from three.
Matt Bonner now with 8 points. He's had a nice trip. Salt Lake City, Portland, Seattle now tonight. And the Raptors 9 of 12 from three-point range. Bryant with a pull-up.
Tough shot. Chris Bosh on him. Matt Bonner came over. He's going to make a good share of those shots. And just have to be ready to get the rebound if he misses.
You know, Leo, I know it's early. I know it is early, third quarter here. And Peterson, very, very lucky not to avoid some type of physical injury on that play, because they sent 2 players at him. You could be looking at Kobe Bryant as Peterson just had a blow past him, and then Mim and Brown got him as Mo Peterson going to the line. I mean, we could have Kobe getting 50 tonight, but his team could lose by 10 to 15 points.
Well, then everybody's happy, Chuck.
That's right.
Everybody gets to see Kobe put up the numbers, but the Raptors walk away with a victory. Phil Jackson wouldn't be very happy with that scenario. I think he's really trying to find out how their relationship is going to continue on this season, Chuck. It's not an easy situation. This Laker team needs some more players. They're not where they're not complete in terms of who's on the floor and the personnel they have, but they can't win the way they're playing.
No, they can't. And right now, the Raptors are up by 18.